Hello and welcome to our Ostrich Alpha 4.5 Let's Play, episode 54. The 4.5 update released yesterday as of recording this, and there's some pretty interesting stuff that they added here. We have a new building, curiously enough, in the Houses tab, called the Tavern, which serves drinks to tired citizens. We will find a space to put this in just a moment. Actually, you know what? No, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and plant the building. Well, like it's a plant. We'll plant the building and we'll watch it get built while I read off the rest of these things. So we have this nice big open space right here around the market. So why don't we go ahead and just kind of put this right next to here. We'll leave a little bit of space, a little bit of a road there, except we can't put it there, can we? Because it's uneven terrain. Okay, so we'll go right here. And let's watch them build this this little tavern here. Speed up to ×5 speed. Okay, so what has been added in this update is, of course, the tavern, where citizens will occasionally buy alcohol from the market that you can make at the tavern or visit their CPUs with more than 8 threads will use more processing power, which is fantastic because I have 24 threads, and maybe we'll see some performance gains with 1,149 people. Churches now have priests. We'll take a look at that in a bit later. There's a context menu for vehicles to allow you to force repair or destroy, which is a huge improvement there. Help text for a couple more things. Some pathfinding optimizations and a couple of other additions as well. So what we'll be doing here is going through a couple more of these while we wait for this time lapse of the tavern construction to finish. Let's see, we can also copy resource lists from granaries to other granaries, which is going to be absolutely clutch getting more things built. That was a very annoying thing to deal with. More help text for houses. There's a notification now if there's no workers to take care of animals, which is, again, a huge improvement. Clay pits are now dug up when they are placed down instead of immediately appearing, which is helpful and adds a little bit more realism to the game. They're also demolishable, which is also good if you have your clay pit at the start of the game in an area in the middle of town and you don't need it there anymore, so you can get rid of it. That's nice. Scrolling and help window, which I guess is just a quality of life improvement because the help text keep getting longer. More visible logs in the forestry storage. If you look behind the tavern construction, you can see a couple more piled up, which is a nice little detail to add there. So families actually now are arriving with a little bit more of a randomized amount of money, which might not seem like a big thing, but adds a little bit of realism to the whole migration aspect, which is nice. We can now import alcohol, of course. That was teased in the previous updates when those options appeared in the trading post. Of course, we couldn't actually get it, but now we can actually import it. And one more thing about the tavern is actually required to grow the population over 400 citizens. The church the big church you build with the stone was required to get over 300. Now Tavern's over 400. And then they slightly increased the apiary probability, which is beekeeping. So maybe we'll see some more bees get you can't build bees, you know what I mean. Some more beehives rather get built in people's backyards. And then, of course, there's a couple fixes as well, as there always are with these updates, which, first and foremost, some of the fulling mills had wrong occupied space footprint, which I think might have even been causing some game crashes. So that's good that that's fixed. Workers were hired while resting. That is a fantastic fix, which is really annoying to deal with when workers were resting automatically at the beginning of their shifts. Buildings in the clay pit could create glitches in the pit. I didn't experience that, but that's good that that's fixed. Crash related to moving resources by carts. That happened to me a couple times. I don't know if it happened recently, but it definitely did in the past. Sheep from different farms could be sent to the same field. So remember last episode where I was talking about how cool it was that we could have multiple sheep farms go to the same field? Well, apparently that was a bug and it wasn't supposed to happen. But it says that it was causing several issues as well, so I guess it's good that that's fixed. And then at the very end of the changelog update, potentially fixed the citizen stuck issue, but the dev still needs confirmation. Right now, I don't see my citizens getting stuck, so I think it probably worked. If you remember before, it was a big issue with people being, I guess, forced to stay in the same spot. I can't think of the words right now. But that is the entirety of the changelog for the update. So it's going to be very, very exciting to see all of this new stuff come in, and I am really looking forward to the new building and integration of trading for alcohol, which is such a fundamental part of, I guess, old style society where people would gather at taverns, because what else are you going to do? You're going to go to the farm, you're going to go to church, and you're going to go to the tavern and hang out with your friends and relax after a long day's work. So we'll let them finish up this tavern construction here, and then we will jump right back into it. Okay, so our tavern is complete, and I love the detail right here of these hitching posts right in front so people would tie up their horses. That is a fantastic detail. So let's take a look at the building. So it treats it as a house, which is interesting because you would think that would be a business, but I guess someone actually lives here. It says not enough alcohol on the local market. So this doesn't actually produce alcohol. It purchases alcohol from the market, and we have a market stall that has the ability to add alcohol to it. So let's go down here and take a look. We have Horilka, I think is how you pronounce that. We have mead, and those are actually the only two, so we'll go ahead and add those to this one. And of course we're going to have to import that when our next messenger comes in. We are in the hole about 1,000 coins, so we will have to wait a little bit. But for now, let's take a look at the granary here. So we have another menu somewhere on here. Okay, this must be what it is. Copy resource list to another granary. This is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful to have. So let's go over to all of our other granaries and add the Horilka and the mead. And we can make sure that we have everything available no matter where people are. I'm still waiting for the update that gives us the ability to actually produce alcohol, but for now we'll have to import it, which is not such a bad thing. We just have to make sure that we're keeping on top of that. And then we'll go to the next one, which I believe is here. Sure is. And then there should be one more. Yes, this one is kind of just sitting there like that. Okay, and I think, yes, this one right here. This should be the last one, unless I am just really forgetting something. Oh, okay. One more. Rilka and mead. That should be the last one. And it looks like it is. Yes. So now, I guess we'll have... Actually, we can read the help text. Let's do that. Tavern building acts both as housing and a business for a family owning it. Tavern or family will settle in a town with over 200 population and with alcohol available on the local market. Citizens will visit a tavern for entertainment and spend their money there. A tavern is a private business, so it doesn't bring money directly to a city treasury, but you can set a monthly tax for it in the economy panel. Okay, so that's cool. This must be the first private business. I know that had been hinted at for a while, so let's go in the economy panel. Taverns tax. There it is. So we will have to fiddle with this a little bit. Since the update came out yesterday, I don't know that anyone has really had a definitive idea of what has to happen here, but we'll go ahead and set that to start at 50. Okay, so that is good to go. We're just waiting for someone to come in and offer a trade. But in the meantime, there's a couple more things we can do. Let's check out the churches here. So here we have a church. Says there's a spot for a priest, but there's no priest in there. I wonder if that's because the church already existed. Let's read the help text. Okay, priest with his family will move in as soon as the construction is completed. So that might be a thing where we will have to destroy and rebuild the churches. The other ones have spots for a priest, but there's no priest. Okay, so that's a little unfortunate. But I don't know what else I would have expected there. So, what we will have to do now is just kind of go check on the rest of the stuff in here. We've got our oxen in the salt works are both still alive. That's always important. Trading post world map. We still have these same trading partners, and of course we can't send anyone because we are in the hole for money. But we'll have to see just who has any sort of alcohol available. We do have, it seems, a good amount of hay stored up, which is very helpful. So this clay pit can now be safely demolished. We'll go ahead and queue that up. And actually, before we do that, well, I guess I messed that up. I need to figure out where the other clay pit is. Right here. We're not going to be building too much more over here. So we probably could get rid of that, but I won't until we actually need that space. I just know for a fact that this space up here, we did not need the clay pit to be occupying. And we could actually put some more stuff there, like some more warehouses, or possibly some other useful thing. Let's see, what else could fit in here? I don't know that there's anything that's immediately coming to mind. But we will, we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see if there's anything else that we might want to put somewhere. See, this is already a carpentry. Got warehouses, etc. Do we have cart storage around here anywhere? We have a couple of little chapels, but those don't really do anything. Got thatchery. This actually could be a good space for a cart shed. If one will fit, and it looks like it will. So why don't we go ahead and pop the cart shed right there. That'll get built, and that could be, you know, just a few more jobs. We do still have 90 open vacancies, and it seems we're not going to get any more migration. I think we can still get births, but we won't get any more migration until we have a functioning tavern, which means, of course, having the alcohol available for purchase. Yes, that serves up on that thing as well. So, unfortunately, since we have the negative amount of money, we will have to wait. But it shouldn't be too terribly long. And after all, there is other stuff we can be doing here. We have all these wonderful houses here. Of course, no one can move into any unoccupied ones, but I don't think these are unoccupied. No. So, we can go ahead and queue up some more houses. I think they added, they added more help text. Okay, I think this might actually be the same. Yeah, okay. So, in the meantime, well, first of all, we're going to save, because I absolutely do not trust autosave again. We'll branch this save with an alpha for Let's Play 4.5, in case I ever want to go back or need to go back. So, let's start this with one house. Actually, we probably should start at the top. Go right there. You know me, I like my grids. Nothing inherently wrong with having a grid or not having a grid. It's just the way that I prefer. So that's 5 more houses with the gardens. Should be another between 15 and 20 population right off the bat. And that'll get built eventually as they decide to, you know, actually do their jobs. What we really need to happen is for another messenger to show up so we can do exports. As far as sheep farms are going, we are reaching the point where sheep are fully saturated and are being slaughtered. It just takes time. So we should have, yes, we have sheep hides being imported to the tannery to make our sheepskins. And we have warm clothing actually being produced at the tailor's workshop, which is fantastic because we had been importing this the entire time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little bit of a time skip while we're waiting. And when we get a trader, or we get above that 0 currency mark, then we'll come right on back and we'll get some alcohol imported. But hang tight, we'll be right back. Okay, so we have a messenger here, and they are not selling alcohol, but they are offering to buy things that we can sell to get money to call other messengers. So let's go ahead and sell our sunflower oil. We don't have flour in export stock because we're not making enough, I guess, but we can sell salt. And we can sell horseshoes. We don't have enough chicken eggs. We're not selling sallow. We're not selling buckwheat or anything else like that. So this will not quite get us into the positive to purchase all this. And we probably don't need to buy any more broadcloth or warm clothing, because look at all that warm clothing we have. That's fantastic. Our pulling mills and everything are working overtime to get all that done. And we're actually in pretty good shape otherwise, so we'll just go ahead and let this do its thing. We did get this cart shed built, and they are populating it with carts as we speak. And that reminded me of something else. You remember our little stone mining camps? Now, if there's any stone left in the map at all, we don't have to get rid of it. But I think most of it has been harvested already. Just take a quick scan around the perimeter here. We can't even go over there. I believe it has all been harvested. In fact, if we click on here, there are 3 people working here, and they can't really do much of anything. We'll just pull another scan quickly. But I think they have fully exhausted this area of all stone and limestone. And thus, this no longer needs to exist. So, one of the reasons we couldn't get rid of these before was these carts had to be put somewhere else, but they couldn't go in regular cart storage. So, what we can do now is right-click and destroy these carts. Excuse me. Right-click and destroy the carts. And now, this can be made empty. I don't know where it's going to go. But, I guess they'll put it in some storage somewhere. And then the stone can be used to build churches, but we have over 10,000 of it. And there's no more limestone, so the lime kiln is kind of useless anyway. Yeah, so when they are finished making this empty, if they even can, then we can come back and demolish that. But in the meantime, we are still waiting for our stuff to be sold so we have any money. But they're making steady progress. And hey, look, apiaries, beehives. And, you know, same old in little Ostriv town here. Just keep on building. It's the middle of February, so we should get snow melt a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to get some alcohol in here before the end of today's episode, because I would really like to see this tavern fully functioning and serving its purpose for our citizens. But until that happens, I will just have to wait. You guys won't, though. There'll be a time skip in 3, 2, and 1. So the row of 5 houses we constructed is complete, and it has been populated fully by newly married couples. And we are technically no longer in the red, but we don't have enough to call any messengers just quite yet. It keeps going up a little bit and then down and then up a little bit more and then down. But pretty soon it should be enough for us to call at least 1. So let's see, who do we want to call? I think probably one of the newer ones would be smart, like this Barvin Cove over here. Costs 65 to send one there. And we are so very close. In fact, we're just going to keep clicking on this until we get there. Because it's close. It'll happen in like probably another 5 or 10 seconds. But once we get that done, we can sell some more goods to them and then send some messengers everywhere else. And hopefully we can have a working tavern pretty quickly. I say as I keep clicking the button. Well, I thought this would be quick. Oh, well, here comes somebody else. And, of course, we're going to sell them sunflower oil because that is, for some reason, our easiest thing to actually sell. And we're not selling any of the rest of this stuff, but they're offering mead. So I'll tell you what we'll do, is we'll purchase 1,500 mead from them because it's not going to charge us until they actually get here to pick it up. And we will just hope that we can actually call a messenger from Barvin Cove before those people show up. It's like a race against time with these boats right here. Oh, come on. It got to like 75 for like a little bit of time. Come on. I just need 15 more, come on. Ooh, we might not get there. Come on. I'm not gonna get there. I just need a little bit more. Come on. Alright, we're definitely not gonna get there now. We have these boats coming down the river now. Well, if we can get to 65 before both of these boats get here, we're going to be in good shape. But I don't think we will. It's so frustrating not being able to actually call messengers if you don't have money. I mean, I get why. It makes sense. But it's just, it's annoying. Hey, we have white lines again. I thought they fixed that. So these people are complaining about not being able to get to the forestry? Okay. Man, it is so frustrating. Come on. Also, these ships clipping through the bridge like there's absolutely no problem with that. Come on. Well, I know for a fact that these are cheaper. Okay. We at least got another one going to somebody else that will probably buy stuff from us. So that's progress. It's just, it's so slow when you are right on the cusp of making money. So let's hope we can actually, you know, import some stuff. This has meat on it, of course. So as soon as they get their lives together and figure out exactly what's going on, then we'll be in a pretty good shape here. Can we actually sell? Oh, we can sell flour. Why have I not been doing this the whole time? Okay, we'll sell that. That's easy. Easy money. Which, of course, means we can send messengers to basically everywhere. Alright, so that actually makes things substantially better. And now we're getting mead, which means that our little tavern down here should relatively quickly be hopping. Well, there's no beer, so it won't really be hopping. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ugh. That was a bad joke. But mead, as soon as it is offloaded into here, will be taken to all of the different trading posts. Or not trading posts, market stalls. I'm tired. And mead is being imported to this one, which means that our one down here should be relatively quickly getting some as well. And Balaclea, I think. Sell that. We're no longer selling clothing. We can buy sheep. We don't need to buy sheep. Don't need to buy charcoal. We have so much charcoal. Iron we do need to buy. So I think things will probably be fine now that we can actually, you know, have mead. Things imported. I imagine. Okay, so now there is alcohol in the local markets. I wonder if, when we run out of meat, if these people will move out. Because this is available here. There's just not a lot. It's waiting 50 to come in. So this could be this person right here supplying the resources. Going to... Is she going to that river trading post? She is, and she's carrying the mead. So we will, okay, it says alcohol is available on the local market. So hopefully someone can move on in here. Hopefully. This person is still... Oh, she's going to go right through the trees. I guess that works. Okay, Barvin Cove. Demanding sheep hides. We're not selling any of these things except flour. Which I don't think we can actually sell, because I think we already promised to Panatune iron. And we're going to buy Harilka from them as well. We have plenty of wool and sheepskin. Go ahead and buy buckwheat just so our people don't starve. So we have mead in stock. Just waiting on people to move into the tavern house. So it looks like things are going pretty well for us here. Messenger arrived at Derkachi, which will purchase our shoes and our charcoal and 620 of our sunflower oil. And then in exchange, we'll purchase iron from them because we always need iron. And metal parts, we always need metal parts. Other than that, I think we're okay. No, you know what we'll do? We'll go ahead and just buy stuff because we can. And because we kind of need it. So I want these people to move in. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working here. We will sell some salt. We'll sell some horseshoes. They don't have any alcohol, but they do have honey. We don't need to buy that. I think that's okay for trading. Just hope this this mead lasts long enough to get somebody to move into the tavern here. There's still 950 at the trading dock, so we're not in operation desperation quite yet. Look at all this trade we have going here. It's quite something. But I just need these people to move in here. I still don't know why it's taken as long as it is, because migration is allowed, water supply is sufficient, there's food, alcohol available, sufficient population, and religious needs are satisfied. So anytime now. Anytime now. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll just have to wait until someone decides to move in. But at this point, you know the drill. First, we're going to save. And then we're going to do a time skip. So I just had an idea. This keeps flickering back to red for alcohol available on the local market. What if we went to every other market that was not this market stall and removed Horilka and mead, just so this tavern could function? I think that might be what we have to do. If nothing else, it will help conserve the supply. We will fix it eventually. But we really need to get a jump start on this tavern going here. Because, well, we don't really need to, because it's a game, you do what you want, it's for fun, but I would really like it for that to be working before the end of today's episode. So, we have that taken care of right there. This should now be the only market stall allowed to have mead and Horilka in stock. So, we'll save again. And let's test out the integrity of the new optimization and go to 12 times speed. So hopefully the Horilka becomes in stock here, and it looks like it's being put in. And this should turn back to green relatively quickly, hopefully. And then we'll have somebody move in. Something tells me this would probably be a little easier if the town was not almost 1,200 people. But, you know how it goes. Okay, now it's green. So now, at some point, maybe before the inevitable heat death of the universe, we will have someone move into the tavern. You know the drill. Well, folks, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get anybody to move into the tavern, because while all these requirements are fulfilled, the overall migration requirements are not, because we don't have a functioning tavern to go above 400 plus population. But we can't have a functioning tavern unless a family moves into it. But we can't have somebody move into it unless there's a, yeah. So we, looks like we're not going to be able to do anything else. I'm going to shoot off an email to the developer and ask if there's a way around this. If not, if it ends up that there's not a fix for that, or if that's something that he's not able to reply to, then this could be the end for this specific save, because we can't really grow if we don't have any migration and we don't have any people able to occupy the tavern. But nonetheless, it was still pretty fun getting to see some of these new features in today's episode and get a couple more things built, some more houses, and various improvements, importing alcohol for the benefit of at least some of these people. We've sold a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure out if this is something that can be fixed. But that's all the time we've got for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And just, yeah, it's really fun playing the game and getting to see everybody who comes back to watch each individual episode and be part of our little community. There's almost 800 of us now. It's hard to believe. This is some amazing, incredible support. And if you want to get some more stuff that's not just Ostriv, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/jcthebeard. You can catch me there playing, right now I'm playing a lot of Persona 5 Royal, which is a JRPG. That's a whole lot of fun. Almost done with that one though, and once we're finished with that, I've got a couple more things that I'm wanting to stream, including some Ostriv and SimCity-like games, maybe some City Skylines, a couple other RPGs as well. Nice variety over there, so if you feel so inclined, go check me out there, give me a follow. Almost to a Twitch affiliate over there, which would be a lot of fun to get that going, get all sorts of emotes and stuff, and I could make a little bit of money too, which would be fantastic. But yeah, thank you for all of the support. I appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.